Today I'm going to be sharing with you some amazing foods that are not only great but also they have close to zero calories. And not just that, if you are someone who is trying to lose weight, well, they are one of the best sources when it comes to weight loss. So how can you eat more, consume lesser calories, stay fuller for much longer and still achieve your goal of losing weight? And one thing when it comes to losing weight, we don't really want to consume foods that have a lot of calories. Well, I'm going to share with you just that. Let's get straight into them. Now, a great food with really low calories is a cucumber. So a cucumber is pretty much like humans because it's majorly made of water, and a cucumber contains around 95% water. So I feel we humans are pretty much like a cucumber. And if you just take 100 grams of a cucumber, it's just 15 calories. And not just that, cucumbers also provide a lot of water, and it also provides a lot of vitamins like vitamin K and vitamin C, and also tons of other minerals in it. And something like a cucumber is also great for digestion because of the amount of fiber that it has. And since it has low calories, high fiber, and also contains a lot of water, it can help you feel full without adding many calories to your diet. And just in case you're not really fond of a cucumber, just cut two slices of it and place it on your eyes. Well, it's really good for your eyes and also your skin health. Now, number two is a watermelon. Now, this is one of my summer favorites, and really a lot of people I also know really like a watermelon. But what's the really cool part of a watermelon is that it's also mainly composed of water, because most of the weight from your watermelon comes from water rather than from carbohydrates, proteins, or fats. And the water content in a watermelon is very close to 90 to 92% of water. So maybe some humans are cucumbers and some are watermelons. So 100 grams of watermelon just has 30 calories. And because your watermelon is packed with water, it keeps you hydrated. So, especially for those who are planning to lose weight, well, watermelon is one of the best sources. And even though this watermelon is low in calories, it provides you with a lot of vitamins and minerals, like your vitamin C, your vitamin A, and even potassium. And not just that, it also is very rich in fiber, which means it's also going to help you for digestion, and it's also great for your gut health. Number three is your blueberries, raspberries, and your blackberries. Now, as delicious as they are and beautiful looking, they are also very low in calories. 100 grams of them is just 32 to 57 calories, which I think is brilliant. And berries are not just good, but they are also a very versatile food because you can put them in your oats, you can make a smoothie out of it, or you can just have them as you wish. And they have tons of fiber and other nutrients. But what's also very cool is that if you are diabetic, then having these berries are also quite good as they don't really raise your blood sugar levels. Number four is bell peppers. Now, when you look at bell peppers, they are quite beautiful to look at, but 100 grams of bell peppers just has around 20 to 30 calories. And what I love about bell peppers is they add like a kind of pop color to your dish, and they also really tasty. So bell peppers, just like your berries, they are also very low in calories, they are high in fiber, and also they have a lot of antioxidants. And other than just the color that these bell peppers add to the dish, what I really love about them is that they're also very equally versatile because you can use them in sandwiches, in salads, and in many other dishes, and you can also just cut them up and just munch on them. And they also add a lot of color and texture to some dishes. Now, number five is bottle gourd, or what we call as Loki. Now, if you're in your weight loss journey, then you should incorporate a bottle gourd or a Loki, because this just gives you around 15 calories for your 100 grams. And when it comes to your bottle gourd or Loki, in India, people make some really amazing dishes when it comes to this vegetable, and they are super rich in nutrients. But the thing is, a lot of those amazing dishes are really cooked with a lot of things, so it kind of loses a lot of its nutrients. So just try and make sure that you don't overly cook it, because when you overly cook it, it will lose the nutrients and it will also add in more calories. Number six is tomatoes. I know a lot of people don't really like tomatoes, and many of them will remove the tomatoes separately, especially in their burgers. It doesn't just add flavor to your meal, but 100 grams of it just has around 18 calories. And the antioxidants in your tomatoes support your heart health by reducing inflammation. They also lower your cholesterol, and they improve blood vessel function. And tomatoes in particular have something called as lycopene, which has been linked to reduce the risk of heart disease. So it's a good food not just for weight loss, but also for your heart. At number seven, we have carrots. Now, whenever I look at carrots, it always reminds me of this cartoon, which is Bugs Bunny. No wonder he was so thin. because munching on like 100 grams of a carrot will just give you around 41 calories. So basically, you can have it like Bugs Bunny, or you can steam it, or even you can just have it with a side dish like hummus. And with carrot, there is also something like spinach, which is great. But this reminds me of an other cartoon. And just 100 grams of spinach just gives you around 23 calories. And even though raw spinach contains much lesser calories as compared to cooked spinach, just have them however you like. At number 8, we have broccoli and zucchini. Now, these are the foods that you will see a lot of bodybuilders and a lot of these fitness influencers eat. And the reason is that these foods are really low in calories, with one having 34 and the other having 17 calories respectively. So basically, you don't really end up overeating and you're full for a much longer time. Now, the next is mushrooms. Now, mushrooms generally contain around 15 to 20 calories, but if you cook them with a little bit of oil, they can go up to around 30 to 50 calories. Now, mushrooms, just like broccoli and zucchini, they are also very low in calories, but they are very high in vitamins, minerals, and also antioxidants. So make sure that you add in mushrooms in your diet, because the fiber in mushrooms pretty much make you full quite faster. And not just that, mushrooms are something that you can make so many varieties of dishes around it. So if you like mushrooms, well, just go for it. Now, the next are your coffee and your teas. Now, if you have just a black coffee, or if you have your teas without any milk or any added sugar, well, they just have below 5 calories per cup. And I know a lot of people cannot start their day without a coffee or a tea, but just make sure that if you are on a weight loss journey and you're trying to lose weight, try to avoid all the added ingredients, which is your milk, your cream, or even your sugar. They're not just great with boosting your alertness or waking you up, they're also very good with suppressing your hunger so that you don't end up binge eating or you don't end up eating a lot more. And there are also some of them, like herbal teas, are very hydrating for the body. Now, at number 11, we have unsweetened almond milk. Now, an almond milk has significantly lower calories as compared to cow's milk, making it one of the best options when it comes to you losing weight. And just one cup of unsweetened almond milk, which should be around 200 to 240 ml, just has around 30 to 40 calories, as compared to cow's milk, which is close to 150 calories. So at number 12 comes air popcorn. Now, this popcorn is made using heat or using hot air, and this is much healthier than the traditional popcorn where you have to use oil and butter, which keeps adding those extra calories. So, this is a much better option. So, it basically gives you around 30 to 35 calories, but if you add in like a butter or oil, it straight away goes up to like 155 calories. So, sometimes when you're sitting and watching your favorite movie or Netflix, just go for your popcorn, but just make sure that you go for an air popcorn without any butter or oil. Now, the next three is what I consider as man-made. So they do have lower calories, but they should not be your first preference. Now, at number 13 is diet soda. Now, this is something that I wouldn't really suggest because a diet soda has no nutritional value otherwise, but when it comes to calories, they are very low in calories. And a typical glass, which is around your 200 to 240 ml, just has around 0 to 10 calories. So, as I said, it's not something that I would suggest, but honestly, it's quite practical, especially if you are out with your friends and if you're partying with your friends and you really want to have something with low calories. Well, you can always go for a diet soda. Number 14 is Shirataki Noodles. Now, this is also known as konjac noodles or miracle noodles. So, these noodles are thin, they are translucent, and they are made from a konjac yam. They are very popular in the Asian sector, especially in Japanese cuisine. And here is the surprising part, that 100 grams of these noodles just has 10 calories. And the best part about these noodles are they're not just low in calories, but they're also low in carbohydrates. So in case you are following a low carb diet, then well, these noodles are something that you should be having. And not just if you're following a low carb diet, but even if you're vegan, well, it's a great source. And if you really feel like having these noodles and it's not easily available around you, well, just go on Amazon and try purchasing it. And the last and number 15 is sugar-free chewing gum. Now, this many a times is quite practical, especially when you go out. Now, a sugar-free chewing gum will have less than 5 calories per piece. And I think it's one of the best options, especially when you're going out with friends. You don't really want your breath to stink. So the best thing is to go for a sugar-free gum, which will not really increase your calories, it will not really spike your blood sugar, and it will also help you battle your bad breath. Now, these are the 15 foods that have close to zero amount of calories. Make sure that you consume most of it freely because they will help you with a lot of other things other than just your weight loss, especially some more than others. Now, if you like what you saw, feel free to watch any other video. And if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments. And until we meet again next, don't stress and be awesome. Rocher that.